जन मन शंख बजे घंटा बजे मधुर 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 बजे शंख बजे शंख बजे घंटा बजे मधुर 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 बजे शंख हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। बहु कोटि चंद्र जिनी बदन उजाला बहु गला देश बाना माला अरे झलमल हला देश शिवा शिवा सुख नारद प्रेमे गद गद शिवा सुख नारद भक्ति विनोद देखि गौरार संपदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री रामचंद्र जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Gaur Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaur Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Sri Radhe Radha Madhav Jai Jagannath Jai Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jai Jagannath Jai Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me Nayana Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Tai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur
Vishnupad Paramahams Parivijakacharya Astotar, His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Sri Rupad Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahams Parivijakacharya Astotar, His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gauri Maharaj Sri Prabhu Thakur Ki Jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्री रूपाद की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय. वृंदावन धाम की जय. मथुरा धाम की जय. नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय. जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय. गंगा माई की जय. यमुना माई की जय. तुलसी देवी की जय. भक्ति देवी की जय. श्रीमती एकादशी की जय. संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय. बृहद मुदंग की जय. संविता भक्त वृंद की जय. गौ प्रेमानंदे. ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज. ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज. ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज. ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु and गौरांग.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlada Ladadayine. Hiranyakashipu Raksha. Silatan Kanakalaye. Itana Singa Paratana Sima. Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimba. Payana Singa Hridayana Sima. Payana Singa Hridayana Sima. Narasinga Made Sharanam Prapade. Narasinga Made Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Sarita Hiranyakashipu Tanubenga Edavarita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavarita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavarita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jagadisha Hare Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Jaya Narsingale, 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 Jaya Narsingale. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Narsingale, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Narsingale. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Nitai Gara Hariva, 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 Gara Hariva. नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, भक्त श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So welcome everyone to ISKCON Baltimore, New Klinagram Dham, the abode of Nitai Gaur Sundar, Jagannath Baladev Subhadrama, and most beautiful Shri Radha Madhav. First, I'd like to thank you, Pujaris, for dressing deities so wonderfully. A loud Haribol for them, please. Thank you, Krishna Prasad Prabhu, for the wonderful kirtan. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We have one sponsor today. Krishna Venu Prabhu and family is sponsor for blessings of Vaishnava. It's so wonderful. So please come forward with the family and take blessings of them, please. Loud Haribol for them, please. Sometimes devotees are very kind, very merciful. They just they don't want to expect anything, just want a mercy of devotees, and that's why they just sponsor the feast. So very nice to see that kind of spirit here. Also, Mataji and all wonderful devotees, they all cook prasadam today also. So thank you so much, Mataji, for all the wonderful service you guys do. Yesterday we had an amazing program. His Holiness Mahavishnu Maharaj was there, and we had very amazing Sankirtan downtown Baltimore. I think we have a lot of book distribution which was done. So Prabhuji, please come. Premdam Prabhu will come and announce for the wonderful scores. Books are going right and left. So wonderful.
Hare Krishna. So as Prabhuji was telling us, yesterday His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj, he did an ecstatic kirtan. All of you who have heard him, nobody gets left out from the vibration that his kirtan sends out. We were at Inner Harbor. To so many people there we reached out to. And we distributed around 55 Bhagavad Gitas. So just imagine. Okay. There are people waiting out there for Bhagavad Gita. I met a person from Togo, Africa. And he personally came and asked for a Bhagavad Gita, and he said, this is the best book that can be out there. It's a non-sectarian philosophy, and our goal is to just reach out to everybody. And that was the heartfelt desire of Srila Prabhupada, and we're just trying to follow the path he has shown us. So these books, they themselves are like, ticking time bombs. If you have them in your house, you might not read it. Somebody comes to your house, and that person might pick it up and read it. So they have the potency, and that can click at any moment. One other book like that is the Srimad Bhagavatam, and many of you must have heard of that book. And Srimad Bhagavatam is one book that talks about all the psychological conditions that you go through in your life. There's this question that many people ask that, why do bad things happen to good people? But Srimad Bhagavatam goes the next step. It says, well, how do those good people behave when bad things happen to them? So it tells you how to react to it. How do wise men react to situations? There's so much going on around the world. So Srimad Bhagavatam is kind of the epitome of all the literature. And Srila Prabhupada wanted it to be in every intelligent person's house, Srimad Bhagavatam said. So, and it said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that whoever gives it on the day of Bhadra Purnima, which is coming in September, whoever gives a Srimad Bhagavatam to somebody or receives one, they have a free ticket to go back home, back to Krishna. So everybody would like to have that ticket. So, and also, it's a literature that kind of just touches the heart. It's nothing more philosophically sublime as the Srimad Bhagavatam. So please, if you don't have a set, please reach out to us. Any of the devotees, you can reach out to me and other devotees. So we are more than happy to assist you in that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. This is what the temple is always, Sri Prabhupada always said, the success of temple is how many devotees are going out for spreading this holy name and spreading these books, because books will like today, tomorrow, some other day. So we have to make sure that we keep this attempt. This is why our temple is very special, with a lot of book distribution happens for that one. Also, today is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everyone. First, I'd like to thank you, the Supreme Father of all of us, Lord Krishna, as Madhav, as Jagannath, Baladev, Nitai Gaur Sundar, for giving up this wonderful science of Krishna consciousness, that our life has changed completely for that. And the next glories to Father is our Guru. Without the Guru's mercy, nothing happens actually. A Guru comes inside your heart and sublimes your heart with this transcendent knowledge, so that all ignorance, every darkness is removed completely. So thank you so much, Gurudev. And then we have so many devotees here, fathers, who have been a pillar of strength of our temple, Krishna Prasad Prabhu, Siddhaswara Prabhu, for like almost 17 years they've been here. Since the old temple, when there was nobody else except those two devotees used to cook for that one. So we thank you for that. Then they're like Ananda Gauranga Prabhu, who is a classic example for that, Shyam Krishna Prabhu, who built this temple from scratch. And when we couldn't expect anything else, suddenly a ray of hope came through Ananda Gauranga Prabhu. And then Shyam Krishna Prabhu came and helped this out. And there are so many other Prabhus like Premdam Prabhu, Sankirtan Prabhu. So many wonderful devotees are here that we would like to express our gratitude on our Happy Father's Day. We pray to Krishna to give them so much more strength that they can continue this mission of spreading this Krishna consciousness to everyone for that. So thank you so much for that. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Also, anybody coming for the first time here? What's your name? Madhurya Sindhu. Loud Hari Bol for her, please. Hari Bol. Thank you for coming. I think you can, what's your name, Prabhu? Sanjeev Tiwari. Loud Hari Bol, please. Hari Bol. What's your name, Prabhuji? Amrit. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Surinder Tiwari. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. Come, Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Pradeep Tapa. Hari Bol. And Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you. And anyone coming first time who have any questions, I think we have Ashish Prabhu and I think Mataji is there, Shyam Bhakti Mataji. We have small token of a special gift for you for that one. Thank you so much for all for coming for that. Upcoming programs now. I think this coming week, we also have very special program. It's called Madhav Mela, where we have beautiful bhajans. We sing wonderful bhajans. And also a non-stop kirtan goes on for 3 days. Friday is a very special day. It's called Adivas, where we welcome Lord. The Lord will be taking permission that we're doing this wonderful program. A lot of kirtan devotees are coming. Please accept us so that this festival can go really well. So it's a wonderful program. We haven't seen Adivas. It starts at like 7:30 p.m. onwards, go to 9:30. But that's like the heart and soul of the whole Sankirtan. So Friday, this coming Friday will be the Adivas. And then Saturday onwards, 10 a.m. onwards, the program will start. It will end on Sunday. So please don't miss it out. It's going to be an amazing, amazing program for that one. And also, time is passing so fast that next year, during this time only, we're going to be celebrating 50 years of Lord Nitai Gaur Sundar installation. Hari Bol. So we're going to have a very huge program for that. We're going to start putting like 6-8 months before. We're going to have a lot of messages goes through and making sure all these messages pass through for that one. So those are upcoming programs. Then another very important program is in July 15th. His Grace Sureshwar Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple, is coming here. And we have a very young congregation. And I think we know about Sri Prabhupada, how he came through. But what amazing things he had done, many people don't even know about that one. So Sureshwar Prabhu has taken his life and soul to spread this Prabhupada's glories. Everything you can explain, he explains for that one. So we have a 2-day seminar starting on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on the 15th, 16th or something on July. We'll post the details for that one. And that will be really wonderful. If you haven't read the Leelamrit, Sri Prabhupada Leelamrit, Sureshwar Prabhu is like a live encyclopedia of Prabhupada's Leelamrit, where he takes you through beautiful past times, how Sri Prabhupada, when the times were tough, everything was going tough, how he surrendered to Krishna, made sure that everything happened so well. And so I think if you haven't been attending all the stuff, it will be really wonderful to have it there for that one. So we'll stop right now. And I think our speaker is here. So we'd like to thank you, everyone, for coming. Oh, I'm sorry, yes. And tomorrow is also a very amazing program. Anybody know what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is July 19th. What's the significance? Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra is there tomorrow. And also another great Vaishnav saint appear in ISKCON, His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj. So we're going to have an amazing program starting from what time, Krishna Prabhuji? 4 o'clock onwards. We'll have a wonderful program. Radha Govind Maharaj devotee is going to cook many wonderful dishes for Maharaj's pleasure. Maharaj doesn't require any glorification. Whenever Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hari Bol Dhanvat Pranam, Krishna Prabhu. So Maharaj requires no glory. He says that, he's so humble that whenever there is his appearance day is there, he just travels somewhere else itself for that. He's so amazing devotee itself. But then we have to glorify, because when glorify these great saints, we get purified completely. So please, if you are coming, please come here. It'll be a wonderful program, Kirtan, everything else there, and it'll be wonderful for that one. So thank you so much. And before we announce the speaker, who's a very special devotee who's here, we'd like to welcome 2 new additions. They have been coming few times, but now they are permanently moved here. Chaitanya Mishra Prabhu, or Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu, and his Mata Raksha Mata and family is here, all the way from West Virginia. They moved here full time. Loud Hari Bol for them, please. Hari. Prabhu, please come, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Loud Hari Bol for them, please. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mataji. Appreciate that. Okay, so now we are very honored and very thankful that Krishna gave us a very special speaker today. His name is Vrindavan Prabhu, all the way from Pune itself. Prabhuji doesn't require any introduction. He's been, I think the next year will be almost 50 years he's been in Krishna consciousness now. He's senior disciple, His Holiness Radhat Maharaj. He's a wonderful traveling speaker, travels all around the world and spread Bhagavad Gita. He's very well known for his 7-day Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam courses for that one. But I think we won't take too much time. We just would like to listen to him and we get purified for them. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for coming.
Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtautrashata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Samaveda Gaura Bhaktarunda Ki Itai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Dirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today we will read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 9. Lord Chaitanya travels to holy places. And today we are reading text number 282. Tata hai te Pandharpure aila Gaura Chandra, Vittala Thakur dekhi paila ananda. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. From there, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Pandharpur, where he happily saw the temple of Vittal Thakur. Purport. The city of Pandharpur is situated on the river Bhima. It is said that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initiated Tukaram when he visited Pandharpur, and thus Tukaram became his disciple. Tukaram Acharya became very famous in the Maharashtra province, and he spread the Sankirtan movement all over the province. The Sankirtan party belonging to Tukaram is still very popular in Bombay and throughout the province of Maharashtra. Tukaram's book is known as Abhanga. His Sankirtan party exactly resembles the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, for they chant the holy name of the Lord with mridanga and kartals. The Lord Vittala mentioned in this verse is a form of Lord Vishnu with two hands. He is Narayan. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Jagannath Puri after taking sannyas, he had one desire in his heart. He wanted to find out where his older brother Vishwarup is gone, because he left at very young age from Navadvip and nobody knows his whereabouts. So when he came to Jagannath Puri, he wanted to find out where is Vishwarup gone. And also externally, he wanted to preach the glories of holy name, chanting Hare Krishna mantra all over South India. So he was traveling and he came down all the way to Kanyakumari. And when he was coming up again, he came to Gokarna. Then he came to Kolhapur. And then he came to Satara. And then he came to Pandharpur. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Pandharpur. This is the second highest days Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent in South India. He was for 4 months in Srirangam, and where he had a talk with Venkata Bhatta. And this is the second highest. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Pandharpur for 11 days. So when he came for the first time, he took a holy bath in the Chandrabhaga river. And after that, he went to take darshan of Vittala. So wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will go, he will be also accompanied with thousands of followers. Wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, he will make them dance, chant the holy name. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took a bath and raised his hand and ecstatic dancing kirtan. And then they came to take a darshan of Vittala. And there he danced for hours. And after the kirtan was over, one Brahmana went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's the duty of a Grihastha to invite sannyasi to a house to serve them. So he said, "We're very happy that you have come here and you have drenched all these Pandharpur Vasis in chanting of the holy name. And therefore, it's my desire that please come to my house and I want to serve you. I want you take your association." So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to his house and he served him with love. And after the prasadam, the Brahmana told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there is another very pure devotee of Krishna, Gaudiya Vaishnava, Sri Rangapuri, is also there in Pandharpur. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard Sri Rangapuri is here, his desire to see him and take shelter, because he was his guru's godbrother and Madhavendra Puri's disciple. So therefore, he expressed a desire, please take me to that house. And when they came to that house, immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered Sashtanga, full prostrated obeisances. And Sri Rangapuri, by seeing him, by his effulgence personality, he picked him up and embraced him, and both of them, they soaked each other in tears. And they started talking Krishna Katha. And it went on for, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, 5 to 7 days. So we can take it as 7 days. So, all the katha they did for 7 days. Normally when we meet somebody, first we ask, where are you coming from? Where are you from? What is your business? What do you do? They didn't ask anything like that. They started katha. That is what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Machita madgata prana bodhayante parasparam katayantischimam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. Wherever my devotees meet, because I am their life and soul, they talk about. So this is what devotee sangha is. They have met, but they didn't ask, where are you from? So after 7 days, Sri Rangapuri, he says, by seeing you, I see there is some connection with my lineage coming from Madhvendra Puri. And then he says, many years ago, I went to Navadvip and I went to one house of a Brahmana. His name was Jagannath Mishra. And his wife, Sachimata, she was such a great devotee. She was so kind. She was like a mother of the universe. She treated everyone, every sannyasi coming to their house, like her own child, and served them, fed them sumptuous prasadam. And I still remember the sabji she made of banana flour. So he was describing all these things. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew that he went to my house, but he didn't say anything. So he was waiting. And then he said, they had 2 sons. And the older one, Vishwarup, he took sannyas. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very eager to hear, because that was his mission. He wanted to know where is Vishwarup. And he thought probably he knows something about it. And he said, this Vishwarup, he came to Pandharpur and here he took samadhi. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is sad, but at the same he is happy that he found out where his brother is gone. But he was very sad to hear that he is no more in this world. So both of them, they were talking, and that is the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found out that Vishwarup has taken a samadhi. So for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Pandharpur is a very special place, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and found out that Vishwarup took samadhi. And another thing happened when Nityananda Prabhu left Ekachakra at very young age, and he traveled all over India, and then he also came to Pandharpur. And he was staying in Pandharpur. At the same time, Lakshmipati Tirth, who is going to be his future guru, was also visiting Pandharpur at that time. So Lakshmipati Tirth was sitting under a tree, meditating on Balaram, his Lord and Master. He was an ardent devotee of Lord Balaram. So he was meditating and thinking about Balaram. And in this mode, in the late night, he just had little, he dozed a little bit, he's just like sleeping. And when he slept, he had a dream. Lord Balaram, he came in his dream. And because he was thinking of Lord whole day, and therefore Balaram appeared in his dream, and he said, tomorrow, one effulgent personality, very tall and very handsome, very effulgent, he will come to you to beg for initiation. And I want you to initiate him by giving this mantra. So in his ears, he spoke the mantra to Lakshmipati Tirth. And Balaram disappeared. And when he got up, he said, I am so unlucky. Balaram comes. For a pure devotee, there is no difference between dream and in life. Both are same because it is connected to spiritual. So he started lamenting, but anyway, he was happy to take darshan of Balaram. And then next day morning, as foretold by Balaram in a dream, one very tall personality, very handsome, very strong, he came and he offered prostrated obeisances, and that was Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu came in front of Lakshmipati Tirth, he offered his obeisances, and Lakshmipati Tirth, in his ear, he gave the mantra and he initiated him. And then Lakshmipati Tirth went on his pilgrimage and Nityananda Prabhu came to Vrindavan. This is how Lord Nityananda is called to Chaitanya is connected to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Vishwarup took Samadhi, and that's a spiritual birth, external because he's Balaram. His spiritual birth was in Pandharpur. So that's how he's always called as Balaram, older brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he took instructions from his guru Lakshmipati Tirth. Now when Lakshmipati Tirth came to know, again Balaram came in his dream. And one time he's coming as Balaram, and another time he's coming in front of it as Nityananda Prabhu. So he started lamenting more. Not only I missed Balaram, but I missed his incarnation, who is present now on this planet. I could not meet him. He came in a dream. He gave instructions. I followed that instructions and initiated Nityananda. But unfortunately, there is no personal meeting. So in this way, Lakshmipati Tirth was lamenting. So this is a place, Pandharpur, where Nityananda Prabhu is initiated. Now here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is explained, Vittala Thakur dekhi paila ananda. Now this Vittala, because it is in the Maharashtra province, the language spoken there is Marathi. So Vittala is a Marathi name for Krishna when he came to Pandharpur. So what does it mean, Vita? Vit means a brick, and Thela means who is standing like this. That's the position. So that's why he is called Vittala. Now, according to Skanda Purana, when Krishna was in Dwarka, and he was always remembering gopis, always remembering his sakhas, and sometimes she will cry, Radhe, Radhe, Gopi, Gopi. And all these queens in Dwarka, they could not understand. Now he has a big palace, all opulence is here. Why still remembering the village in Vrindavan? There is nothing. There is Yamuna, river, there are flowers and hills are there. There is no opulence like Dwarka, big, big palaces, and everything is made from gold, rubles, jewels. So why he's lamenting always about Vrindavan, which is a simple village? So they could not understand. And one time, Krishna was sitting with Rukmini and Satyabhama. And at that time, Krishna told Radharani and Brajavasis, I will come back. But he never came. He came to Mathura, then established Dwarka, and he became a king, and he never came. And now he is married. He had 16,108 wives. So he didn't come back. So all the gopis are in anxiety. They are in separation. They are waiting for Krishna. And Radharani could not contain. She just came to Dwarka. And she just walked in. And Dwarka, Rukmini and Satyabhama are sitting there. But when Krishna saw Radharani, he forgot that he is married. And he went and held Radharani with her hand and came. And now Satyabhama and Rukmini, they became very angry. Now he is a married man, you know. Now he sees some girl comes which they have not seen, only Krishna knew. So Krishna holds Radharani and brings her and put her, on the same seat where all previously Satyabhama and Rukmini is sitting. And Krishna starts talking intimately with Radharani. Now this Satyabhama becomes angry, but somehow she contains herself. But Rukmini, she becomes angry. And we know when married girl becomes angry, where she will go? She will go to Maike, right? They go to father's or mother's house. So, when Rukmini is from Maharashtra, there is a place called Kaundinyapur near Amravati. And therefore, Rukmini got angry and she started walking. And she became so angry. And Krishna used to tease her, you married a wrong man, you should have married Shishupal. So Rukmini was thinking, he always tells me all these things because he has something, other girl in his mind or something. So Rukmini was walking and walking, thinking like this. But any husband and wife, they fight. And after 2-3 days, they start thinking, anyway, he was a good boy. Huh? She was a good wife, They start like that and they want to come back again. But now Rukmini is feeling like this. And she remembered the letter she wrote to Krishna. It is she wanted to marry Krishna. That's why Krishna came. She said, I was the one, I wanted to marry him. So that's why he came to marry me. So he has saved me. So that anger again turned into remembrance. And in that remembrance, again she developed an attachment. But that Swabhiman, ego was there. I don't want to go back. If he comes back and finds me and tells me, please come home, then there is some kind of a ego is there. Yes, he came. Now, it is good to tell because you came and convinced me to come. That's why I came back. I don't want it to come. So Rukmini was thinking like that. And still she kept walking. And then came to a place called Dindirvan. And when she saw Dindirvan, she rested there. And by seeing such a beautiful place, now Dindirvan means tamarind. So it's a forest of tamarind trees. So many tamarind trees were there, and Rukmini sat under there, and she started performing tapasya. Because her Lord was Krishna, even though she is angry, but in anger also, she could not leave him. She started meditating on Krishna, and she was sitting there. Now here Krishna, Radharani is a village girl. She cannot stay in a city with a big palace and everything. She met Krishna, and she also left. Now Krishna has neither Radharani or nor Rukmini. So he is in separation. But he cannot go to Vrindavan. So he started walking to look for Rukmini. So he started walking. And he also came to Dindirvan. And at that time, Krishna remembered something he has promised to one of his devotees. When he was in Dwarka, one time, after Krishna killed Jarasandha, Kala Yavana wanted to take revenge of Jarasandha's killing. So therefore, Kala Yavana attacked. He wanted to attack Krishna. So Kala Yavana was coming with his sword, and Krishna started running. So he will run in such a way that Kala Yavana will come very close. Then again Krishna will go further. Then again he will come very close. Then he will go again further. So he started running like that, and Krishna was making him run behind him. And then he came. He was exhausted. Muchukunda was exhausted. So Krishna, he went into one cave. And in that cave, there is a Muchukunda who was sleeping. Muchukunda had just had a big fight with Asuras, and Devatas gave him a benediction that he asked for benediction that I want to sleep as long as I can. And if someone wakes me up, just by my glance, he'll be burned to ashes. So Devatas blessed him. And Muchukunda was sleeping. Now Krishna would have easily killed Kalayavana. But because he wanted to engage his devotee, Muchukunda, and also glorify him, so Krishna, he entered into the cave, and he had one chadar, shawl. So he put that shawl on the body of Muchukunda. And he went into the corner, and he stood in a position like when you are looking something, you stand like this. So he stood in the corner with his hands on his waist like this to see what happens, what Muchukunda does to Kalayavana. So he's standing in the corner. Now see the amazing mystic potency of Krishna. The Krishna's effulgence is Brahma Jyoti. And from his Brahma Jyoti, millions of suns are illuminating in millions of worlds in the universe. And that Krishna, by his own desire, he withdraws that Brahma Jyoti. Still the world is going on, but he goes into the cave and there is a darkness. This is only Krishna can do, which is mystic potency. Even though he is a source of Brahma Jyoti and all illumination happening all over the creation, but when he went to the cave, it was dark. And so Muchukunda could not see who is there. So at that time, this Kalayavana came and kicked Muchukunda, which he thought as Krishna. And as Muchukunda, when he woke up, and normally when you woke up, you don't see the things clear. It's all gloomy. So he saw, but he didn't care who it was. He just, as he has the power, he opened the eyes and immediately Kalayavana was, he was burned to ashes. And when he was burned to ashes, immediately Krishna in the corner spread his Brahma Jyoti. The cave became completely illuminated. So much that Muchukunda was completely shine blind. There are two kinds of blindness. One is dark blindness, and when there is too much shine in front of your eyes, you also cannot see. So Muchukunda, this Krishna was standing, his effulgence was so bright, he could not see who he is. Then he started praying, like we have prayer in Ishopnishad. Hiranyamayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham. He said, please remove your glance and let me see you. And by seeing the desire, Krishna don't show personal form to everybody, unless who prays that they want to see him personally. Otherwise, his Brahman effulgence is, people think, some even spiritual people think that's the final goal, because they have no desire to see the personal form. So whoever desires to see personal form, he goes beyond the Brahma Jyoti and he shows them the personal form of himself. So Muchukunda, he prayed, Hiranyamayena patrena, please remove your effulgence and satyasyapi hitam mukham. I want to see your face, I want to see your features, I want to see your Satchidananda body. So he prayed, and immediately Krishna removed his effulgence. And then Muchukunda thought, oh, he's Lord Krishna, my Lord and Master. So he offered dandavats, and immediately Krishna took him in his embrace. And he said, I'm so thankful to you. Because of you, this Kalayavana is killed. Now see, Krishna can do anything, but he is thanking his devotee, who is like a insignificant part of Krishna. So that is how Krishna is grateful to all the devotees. Even if they do even little service, Krishna will never forget. He thanks him. So he is bound with love. So he asked Muchukunda that since you killed Kala Yavana, he was running behind me, and you killed him, I want to give you some benediction. So please ask something. Then Muchukunda is saying, as far as I am concerned, you are standing in front of me. Your darshan, even the munis sitting in samadhi for thousands and millions of years, they don't get your darshan. There are so many people who are doing austerity to take your darshan. There are so many devotees are doing so many austerities to just see you. And without asking, you are standing in front of me. Why I will ask you anything? You are already there. I don't want anything. Just you are present, you have given your seva, and you have given me your darshan. I don't want anything more than that. Just keep me in your service. That's it. I don't want anything else. Then Krishna says, but still, it is my desire that I want to give you something. Please ask. Now Vaishnavas, they are not selfish. Even if they ask anything from Krishna, it is for the benefit of everybody, all the humanity, all the living entities. So he asked that now the Kali Yuga is coming, and people in Kali Yuga, they have not a single good quality. They do not have a single good quality. So therefore, if give me such a benediction, if they come to see you and they see you this such a beautiful palm, you will give your love to them. It's a very difficult thing. Without qualification, you have to give everything. It's the most difficult thing. But because Muchukunda asked, and he thought about all the living entities who are separated from Krishna. So by seeing Muchukunda's selfless service and desire, he granted. He said, yes, if you want, I will give my blessings and my love and my seva, whoever comes to see me as your servant. Now he is God and he's thinking, I will serve you as your servant. And then he remembers that when he came to Dindirvan, because that Muchukunda has appeared now as Pundalik, according to Skanda Puran. And now Krishna remembers, this is what I have promised my devotee. Now he forgets his wife, She is standing away now. Still, if you go to Pandharpur, Rukmini is far behind. He is not with Vittala. He is far behind. So Pandharpur is a very special place where Krishna keeps his wife away to meet his devotees. His family, he is behind. And he is standing there to give his darshan for millions of years, to welcome the devotees and give them darshan. So he forgets that he has come for Rukmini. And he remembers the promise given to Muchukunda. And that Muchukunda is here. He has appeared as a Brahmana. So I believe it is in also prayers of Muchukunda. After that, Lord Krishna gives him blessing that he will be born in a Brahmana in next life, and I will give you special mercy. So he remembers. So this Muchukunda has appeared as Pundalik. So initially, in his as a kid, as a child, his behavior was not proper. He used to, fight with his parents. He was rebellious. He did not respect his parents. He did not respect any sadhus or brahmanas or Vaishnavas coming to his house. And he was very notorious. So His parents neglected, somehow he is our son, we have to raise him till he becomes little mature. And once he becomes mature, they will leave. So somehow they were taking care of him, even though he was not at all loving and caring. But they thought it's our duty as the parents to take his care. So Pundalika was very notorious. So when he attained his age, about 16 or 18, both of them, they decided, now there is no point in staying in home. So they left. So they left and they started walking for Kashi. And when father and mother left, Pundalika, he realized the importance of parents. Now there is nobody who can give food. Now nobody will take care of his clothes. There is nobody who can clean the home. So everything he could not even do. Within a couple of days or 1 week, he understood the importance of mother and father. And then he started lamenting. So my father and mother, they have taken such a nice care of me. And I am full. And I didn't behave. I didn't treat them properly. I didn't care for them. I didn't love them. And he started lamenting now. But the father and mother, both of them, they are gone. Now he starts walking. And day and night, he will stop in the evening someplace and he will walk. He'll stop somewhere, again he will keep walking. But he could not find. So he came to Prayag. And on the bank of Ganga, he was staying because it was like a twilight. He don't want it to walk because it is going to get dark. Then he was staying there, and across the river, he saw 3 women. They were completely black, dirty, their hairs were scattered, and they were not looking. They are completely covered with dust and so many all bad kind of things on their body. And these 3 girls, they went into some kind of a hut. So he said, we don't know what it is. He was amazed, but he didn't feel like finding out what it is. Next day morning, he woke up and he saw all these 3 women, they came out. They were effulgent, they were shining, their hairs were neatly combed, and the saris were clean and very shiny, and they were very attractive. Then he started wondering, what is this? What is in that hut there? So he swam across and he fell at the feet of these 3 women. And he said, please, I want to know, what's the secret? You came here and you went into this hut and now I see you are effulgent. Then they ridiculed him, You cannot love your parents. You cannot love your mother and father. You have no qualification to understand who we are. They said, I'm lamenting. I felt very bad the way I treated my parents. And I'm going in search for them. So therefore, I repent whatever I have done. I have developed all my respect for them, and I'm walking to see them. So therefore, please tell me, who are you? And then the 3 women, one of them said, I'm Ganga, she is Saraswati, and this is Yamuna. So all 3, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. It's at Prayag. So all Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswatis are there. They said, we come every day to this hermitage, this hut here, because there is one pure Vaishnava, devotee of Krishna, Kukut Muni. He stays there. And we come to serve him because every day, millions of people from all over the world, they come and take a bath in us, and they leave all their sinful activities, and that's why we become dirty and we become unclean. So we have to go somewhere to release that dirt, to release those sinful activity and get free. So therefore we come, and by serving this sadhu, by cleaning his ashram, by serving him, we clean ourselves. So if you want to become clean from our sinful activities, the best way, even the rivers who clean other sins, they follow, is to go and serve a Vaishnava. So they come and serve this Vaishnava, and they become clean. So therefore, he went and inside and he offered his obeisances, and he was repenting. So he told what is the story, and I have come out to see my parents and take them home. And then he said, yes, they were here just about 4 days, 5 days ago, and they went, for a further way, so we can go and find them. So he found them. He came out and he started walking and he found them. And now he's very loving, very caring. He takes them on the shoulder and he walks all the way where he came. After months, he comes to Pandharpur. So if you go to Pandharpur, there is a Pundalik temple. That's where the Pundalik's ashram, the home, was, just right on the bank of Chandrabhaga river. So he comes there, and now they are very old. Now he's serving them. And he serves with such a love and care. Yeah. So he served them with such love and care that even Krishna becomes pleased. And that's how he is remembering. And then he came because he remembered this is what Pundalika is Muchikunda in his previous life. Now Krishna comes there, and when he comes, when any guest comes to our house, what we do? We do 3 things. First, welcome them with sweet words. Second, we do give them sitting place. And third, you offer some, whatever you have, water, food or milk or fruits, whatever you offer. Now, Pundalika is busy in massaging his parents. He's so busy. Now, Krishna comes and stands there. So, Pundalika looks behind. Krishna is there. He recognizes immediately. Now he cannot do any of these 3 things because he is a Brahmana. He has no furniture in home. And because he is serving, he don't want to get up and even speak sweet words and give water or something. So he just picks up one brick and he just throws. And Krishna, with all love, he stands on it. And therefore Vittala, you will never see without a brick. So Pundalika throws the brick. And then he continues his service. Now it is kind of a disrespectful. You are a devotee of Krishna, and Krishna has come, and you are not even want to talk to him. But Krishna says in Bhagavatam, I am more pleased when I see my devotee is serving other devotee. He don't consider at a negligence. He considers as a good thing. That he said it is better to worship my devotee than worshipping me. So he is saying these parents were Vaishnavas. They were old. They needed service. So he is massaging their leg. So Krishna was very happy. He saw them. And therefore he stood there on the brick till Pundalika finished his service. Now, according to Skanda Purana, there is a history for the brick also. So when there is a demon, his name is Vritrasura. And we see in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one Vritrasura, he has 1 head. But this Vritrasura has 3 heads. And he is the enemy of Indra because he wants to observe, the position of Indra. And Indra he don't like if anybody is envious of his position. So immediately he starts, some or the other way to finish his enemy. So he saw this Vrindavan is very, very powerful. You cannot kill him when he is awake. So he attacks him in his sleep and starts cutting his throat, as similar to what is in Bhagavatam. So when he is cutting his throat, now he is almost about to die, and Vrindavan curses him. Because you are killing me and you are cheating me, you will become a stone and fall in the forest. Now Indra, he immediately becomes aware and he starts praying Krishna. Krishna, please, I don't want to become stone. Please save me. But Krishna said, you already, Vrindavan has cursed you. You are going to be stone. So Indra started lamenting, and then he in Marathi, wheat also means frustrated. So Indra was frustrated. What was his frustration? He was praying, Krishna, I offended all the devatas many times. I offended my own Guru Bruhaspati. And what to speak of that? I offended you personally when you were, I sent Samantaka clouds to pour rain, and you have to hold Govardhan for 7 days on your finger. So I have offended you also. The only reason why I offend is because I forget your lotus feet. So what is the cause of offending anybody? We forget the lotus feet of Krishna. And when we forget lotus feet of Krishna and we try to become Krishna, we start offending. So Indra was frustrated of this offending people and personally Krishna. He said, please, I don't want to leave your lotus feet. Please, always keep me at your lotus feet. So this curse was turned into benediction. So this brick is Indra. And because Indra never wanted to leave of Krishna again, therefore he begged to Krishna, please always keep me in your service and keep me always at your feet so that I will never go away. And that is why the brick is there, and that is Indra. So in this way, Krishna is standing there. Again, he is in the same position as he was in front of Muchikunda. And then when Pundalik, he finishes his service, he comes and offers obeisances. And he says, please forgive me, but I could not leave my parents, and therefore I throw this brick to you. And Krishna told him, I was very happy. I saw you. You are not serving them as your parents. You are serving them as a Vaishnava. And therefore I am pleased. And I am happy to stand here. Then he said, I am so pleased with your service attitude that I want to give you benediction. Then again same Muchikunda said, what I am going to ask for. When Kalparuksha is standing, while I will ask for some thorny bush, that means if your Krishna himself is standing, why I will ask something material which is going to exhaust and finish and done? I'm not that fool. But Krishna said, no, still I want you to give some benediction, please ask. Then he said, now the Kali Yuga is coming. The people in Kali Yuga, you see in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam explained, our glorification is done. In first canto of Bhagavatam, he explains the symptoms of people, those who are born in Kali Yuga. Mandasu mandamatayo mandabhagya upadruta prayana alpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuvejana. And see, this Bhagavatam says, people, those who are born in Kali Yuga are manda, very slow. Can you imagine? We are called very slow. Actually, we get up at 6 o'clock, go to work and work till like 7 o'clock, and still we are slow. Sumanda, they are very lazy. Everybody is working so hard. But Bhagavatam says people in Kali Yuga are very lazy. Matayo, everybody has their own opinion about everything. And they don't accept the opinion of Krishna. whose opinion is perfect. But they don't accept Krishna's opinion, and everybody thinks their own opinion is the best. So, Manda Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagya says people born in Kali Yuga are very, very unfortunate. Can you imagine? Bhagavatam says that we are unfortunate. Now we have BMW car, big palace-like houses, and so much opulence, big roads, everything is so nice. But Bhagavatam says people of Kali Yuga are Mandabhagya. And because of all this, they are Yupadrata, always disturbed. And when you are always disturbed, what happens? Prayana Alpayusha. Your life becomes short. So that is why Kali Yuga people live maximum 100 years. Because they are so much stressed all the time. Therefore, their ayu is also less. Prayanasya Alpayusha Sabya Kalau Asman Yugejana. This is the quality of people born in Kali Yuga. Now, why they are called slow? They will do everything so fast, but when it comes to devotional service, they are very slow. There is no enthusiasm. They have to force. There is no inspiration. You don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like going to temple. You don't feel like chanting. You don't feel like listening katha. You are completely slow. And Sumanda, we will work hard to earn money, prestige and everything. But we will not work hard, which is given so freely. Just chant Hare Krishna and be happy. But we don't want to take that happiness, and we want to earn happiness coming from money, pratishtha and all this. So therefore, we are called Sumanda, easily available. Prabhupada said, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Prabhupada never said, be happy and chant Hare Krishna, because not possible in this material world. Therefore, chant Hare Krishna, do your 8 hours of work, whatever comes is happiness. That's what Sumanda. We are so lazy, we don't have time to chant. We don't have time to read Bhagavatam. Prabhupada spent nights, but we cannot read Bhagavatam even in daytime. We don't have time. So that's why we are called Manda. Therefore, we are called Sumandas, lazy. And why Mandabhagya? Why we are unfortunate? Because Krishna has given everything. His holy name, His Archa Vigraha, Prasadam, Vaishnavas, Srimad Bhagavatam, so many things are available in Kali Yuga to become Krishna conscious. But we don't want them. We want so many other things which are not at all related with Krishna. So, purpose of human life, exclusive, there is no other purpose of human life to become Krishna conscious, to understand Krishna and go back home, back to Godhead. This is the only purpose of life, nothing else. But we forget, and this is in nobody's list, that I have to become Krishna conscious. See, out of the whole world population, how many people's list God is there? Everybody they know God. To become Krishna conscious or fully God conscious, not even last in the list. They'll just do some namaskar, they go to church and they'll go to mosque. But how many people want to understand God and love Him? It is not in anybody's list. So that's how we are so fortunate, unfortunate. The first priority of human life we have forgotten, and we are doing so many things. That is why it is called people in Kali Yuga unfortunate. Easily process available, they don't take it. And because they don't take it, they are always disturbed. Why people are disturbed? Because they want so many things and they can't get it. So therefore, they are always disturbed. So for these people, Pundalika, he said, if they come and see you, give them your love and give them your shelter. Now this is, unqualification is there. No qualification at all. But even if these sinful, useless people come to see you, you give them your love and you give them your shelter. So such a benediction Pundalika has asked from Vittala. Therefore, the same Vittala who was standing in front of Muchukunda or Pundalik later, is still standing like the same position to invite all of us to come to Pandharpur, take a darshan, and you will fall in love with him. So therefore, that Vittala, according to Skanda Purana, especially Ashadha and Kartik Ekadashi, he is in the mood of Gopabalakam, Vishesh Darshan. And therefore, to see the original form, Krishna, millions of people travel from all over. Now I can say from all over the world. This is called Wari in Maharashtra, and they start from many, many different places. So there is one Dindi or Wari goes from Dehu, Santa Tukaram, and along with them, ISKCON devotees about 500. Every year they go. So every year we walk about 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, maximum 22 kilometers. It's a distance of 258 kilometers. We cross it in about 20 days or something like that. So 20 or 22 days. So what is the purpose? 24 hours, all these devotees, they're all chanting, dancing, hearing Krishna Katha, serving Vaishnavas, and walking towards Pandharpur to take darshan of Vittala on the special day of Ashadhi Ekadashi. So Pandharpur, there are 3 important kshetras. The one is Anna Brahma, which is Jagannath Puri. If you go to Jagannath and see the deities, if you don't take prasadam, your pilgrimage is not complete. And the prasadam there is so auspicious and pure. It is said in one of the Puranas that you can eat a prasadam fallen from dog's mouth on the floor. It is still not contaminated. That is the purity of Jagannath prasadam. So that's why Jagannath Puri is called Anna Brahma. Then Tirupati is called Kanchan Brahma. People go there to donate money, and for what purpose? To get more money. So always people in Tirupati are talking about money, 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 money. So, but according to Vaishnava Acharyas, if you see any Balaji picture, which is not coming from ISKCON, you always see Balaji like this, and what is in his hand? Golden coins are falling, you see, right? That's how you see Balaji. Not in ISKCON temple or anything coming from ISKCON temple. But if you see any side outside Balaji, there are many pictures are like Balaji's, the golden coins are falling from his hand. But our Vaishnava's realization is, he's showing his hand like this, and what is he showing? Enough of this word, please take shelter of my lotus feet. So, Balaji gives you blessing the way you want. If you want money, and many businessmen, they make him a sleeping partner, and they think that he's giving them some money in his business. So they go out to offer something. For devotees, they go there to see with love, and he says, take shelter of my feet. So that is why called Kanchan Brahma. And if he gives money, he enjoys, take it, build a beautiful temple. Nothing wrong with money, because money is Lakshmi. So if you get money, that's okay. But you don't go to Balaji asking for money. Because Krishna is already giving. Why you want to ask which is already giving? We have to ask how to use that money in your service. So that is why it is called Kanchan Brahma. And Pandharpur is called Nad Brahma. Any time of the year you go, always there is kirtan going on. 24 hours, you will hear kirtan sound anywhere, even in the middle of the night, on the Chandrabhaga river. Everywhere you see there is some kirtan going on around the temple. Even standing in line for darshan, they chant the name, So everybody is chanting the name of Krishna. That is why it is called Nad Brahma. You will never hear anything other than the holy name. So that is how Pandharpur, Krishna has appeared for the people of Kali Yuga. If they take his darshan, they fell in love with him. So this Ashadha Ekadashi every year is going on for thousands of years. Just the day before Ashadha Ekadashi, the Pandharpur is full. You can hear the kirtan 5 miles away. Such a tumultuous kirtan going on. You'll hear the kartals and mrudangas sound everywhere. More than million people are there just the day before Ashadha Ekadashi to go into Pandharpur and have darshan. So those who cannot go, they can meditate on Vittala. The pilgrimage is already started last Sunday, and they are walking every day. So this is a mood that one of our 5 very important principles in bhakti is visiting holy places. And when you go along with devotees, that is more auspicious. So this Hare Krishna Dindi is walking towards Pandharpur. So if we cannot go, at least in meditation, in our thoughts, we can think about and we will take darshan of Pandharpur. So this is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also went there. Of course, he didn't go there on Ashadha Ekadashi. He went on the other time. But when he went there, there was a crowd as good as Ashadha Ekadashi. People were following him. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he spread this holy name, which is even today resounding all over South India. And especially if you go to Pandharpur, you will hear this holy name. So Srila Prabhupada has given us this holy name, no matter in what part of world we are. And we can chant Hare Krishna and become close to Sri Krishna. So thank you all for allowing me to talk. I don't think if there is any time for question. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. If anybody have any questions, you can come and ask. Personally, I am here. Yes.
See, is it a message that takes, you know, in the in current culture of, you know, the assisted living or the Vrindavan, what Krishna's message over there is taking care of parents is so important. Even God will wait.
Yes.
Take care of your parents first,
Yes.
and then the rest of the things.
Yes.
Is that the
There is
message
no,
over there?
there is no concept of Vrindavan in Vedic culture.
No, at that time, but now.
Now, even now.
Even now,
Yes.
no, what I'm telling is, if we need,
This
if
is
we,
what I'm saying. This is why Kali Yuga is there. So effect is there because nobody is trained in culture. So they are sending their parents to Vrindavan.
yeah, because our importance, because just like you mentioned the Kanchana Brahma,
Yes.
you know, we give so importance to the money, then we are